Welcome to my first ever MMA breakdown, guys. Let's dive in just like the chosen one Tyron Woodley did.
Straight in and raw!
That's how we like it. First of all, to all of you listening, Happy New Year, and hope many blessings falls upon you this year so you can finish this year as strong as Woodley did.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
We got ourselves a treat as we have the notorious crackhead Mcregor versus sometimes good and not so good guy Chandler coming up this year. What a fight this is making out to be. Mcregor looks to be in focus as he cycles down in his crack cocaine habits. His head is making a return to its normal size. Meaning now he is coming off them steroids, which honestly is good for him recovery-wise and for us Oswell activity-wise. At the end of the video he makes a surprising statement saying the fight would take place in the middleweight division.
185 pounds, we already know Chandler is going to absolutely love this.
We also know Mcregor, the red panty night inventor, could have said he wants to fight in the flyweight division and Chandler would have agreed. But at 155 Chandler already looks like a silverback gorilla. So what is he going to be like at 185 pounds? We don't even need to imagine, as our friend Paulo Secret Juice Costa has already illustrated how Chandler would look. And here it is, guys.
Absolute, incredible, accurate depiction of Michael Chandler at 185 pounds.
Good job, Costa. Now this is a fight of two powerful strikers. We know Mcregor can crack, and crackhead Mcregor has a romantic history of cracking shorter fighters before the fight even begins and during the fight. But we also know Chandler can pop as he popped the head of our dearly beloved Tony L. Cuco E. Ferguson heads with thunderous kick. But we won't show that picture. Instead, we will show the time when he cracked Dan the Hangman Hooker with a nasty hook. Well, this is their current stats. Mcregor now 33 years old, still in his prime, but don't forget added steroids and crackhead abilities that he now possess. Chandler now 35, a bit older, but we may as well discredit the age factor as Chandler is someone who keeps in shape and sharp at all times. An athletic beast, to simply summarize him. Both has a similar win-to-loss ratio. Mcregor well known for his amazing sniper-like left hand with a knockout power giving him the finishing rate of 91%. Chandler, although his finishing rate is a lot lower, we know his fighting style guarantees that either he is getting finished or finishing. With his kill or be killed mentality. Either way someone is getting finished and this fight is nowhere near going to a decision. But as we know, MMA can surprise just about anyone and the MMA gods can turn the tides of the fight at any second of the round. So let's break this fight down to get the best prediction possible. Starting from round one, we know both fighters like to close the distance straight away. Although, to most fans it may look like Chandler rushes his fights in the beginning. He actually gets close enough and stops to measure his distance, while Mcregor rushes to be the first one to strike. Mcregor has a history of visualization, which means he ensures he is the first to strike just as he has visualized, to start the fight his way and to start the ball rolling to ensure he gets the finish as he has visualized. Now Chandler, an explosive guy, is quick to throw power shots, however his best bet is try to take Mcregor down to tire him. As we have come to find out, Chandler likes to show out, and more than likely the red panty night can have an effect on Chandler's show-off personality and force him to get the jitters to throw his wild punches, hoping to get a wild knockout. If a takedown is attempted by Chandler, Conor, I believe, can easily see and stop it at least in the first round. But as it is more expected, Conor will be looking out for Chandler to press forward and swing so he can counter with sharp punches. It will be very wise and highly important that Chandler uses his takedown feints and quick explosive punches to pressure Mcregor back to the cage. If Mcregor is forced closer to the cage, he will now have less escape routes and Chandler can now have higher success with his frenzy of explosive swings or takedowns. However, Conor is no noob. He knows his best work is done in the center of the cage, and he knows moving backwards is a path to a loss rather than a victory. So if Conor can use his footwork and feints to keep the fight at the center of the ring, he will have a higher chance to land the knockout shot. Which obviously will be very hard to do with the way which Chandler's fights with his killed or be certainly killed or close to death mentality. I believe this fight is at best 60-40. Conor has a higher chance of winning purely due to the explosive nature of Chandler giving Conor far too many opportunities to land crackhead cracking counters. I think the fight will most likely end with a multiple cracking hands from Conor in the early rounds, or a swift head kick. If not, I believe Chandler will TKO Conor in the later rounds. Conor's inactivity will surely add to his already weak stamina, which Chandler will be able to exploit. Either way, this fight is ending with a finish. And a well entertaining post-fight interview.
As I do, I pray and hope the MMA gods keeps this fight safe from any pullouts, injuries, and bad stoppage.
And I hope you liked this breakdown, and if so, please follow me on Twitter and subscribe to me on YouTube for more content. Thanks and a Happy New Year to you all.